Hello, this is a tutorial for Accounting 201, Chapter 3, Exercise 5. We're told that we have a tabular analysis of the transactions made during August 2017 by Sandhill Company during its first month of operations is shown below. Each increase and decrease in stockholders' equity is explained. So here we have assets, cash, accounts receivable, supplies, and equipment. Liabilities are accounts payable. Stockholders' equity is common stock, and retained earnings, which include revenues, expenses, and dividends. I've went ahead and totaled each of these columns to make it easier for the next part of the assignment. So down here we have all the totals. Then we're going to start by preparing an income statement for August. Remember that we start with the month ended August 31st because this is an income statement for the entire month. We're going to start with revenues, and we're going to look up here for our revenues. We find our revenues over here in the stockholders' equity. We have revenues of $9,400. If we look over here, we can see an explanation, and it's a service revenue, so that's why I've listed it as a service revenue. I'm going to put in that number of $9,400, and then we're going to look for our expenses. Our expenses are up under our expense category. We've got a rent expense for $820, salary expense for $2,800, and a utilities expense for $2,800. So I'm going to put in the salary, which was $2,800. Then the rent for $820, and then I'm going to put in the utilities, which brings us to a total of $3,900. If you take the service revenue or your revenues up here and you subtract your expenses, that will give you your net income for the month. Now we're going to come down and do our retained earnings statement again for the month of August. We're going to start by looking to see what our retained earnings were. Well, we just started business, and so there's nothing up here that mentions a retained income. And since we're just started business, we've got a retained income of $0. We're going to add our net income from our income statement, which is $5,500. Then we're going to subtract dividends. We've got to come up here and find our dividends. Again, in our stockholders' equity, our dividends are listed as $2,700. That's our total. So let's put in the $2,700, and that will give us our retained earnings at the end of the month, which is $2,800. Now we're going to do our balance sheet, and remember that we're just doing it for that day, August 31st. Current assets, cash. We always start with cash, and I went ahead and totaled all of this column here for $12,360, for a total of $12,360. Our accounts receivable are found here, and I've totaled that to $5,490. Supplies, $630. That gives us a total current assets of $18,480. I'm going to put in our equipment is $5,100. And that gives us our total assets of $23,580. Now, we want our liabilities and stockholders' equity to balance out. Remember, the accounting equation is assets equals liabilities plus stockholders' equity. So hopefully our number will balance out to this one. So we're going to start with our current liabilities. Our accounts payable over here. We're going to find accounts payable. I've totaled that for $1180. Our common stock. We're going to find our common stock over here, $19,600. $19,600. Our retained earnings, we're going to find that up here on our retained earnings statement. It's our ending amount, the $2,800. That brings us to our total stockholders' equity is $22,400. When we add that to our accounts payable, our total liabilities and stockholders' equity is $23,580. And yay, it matches. We balance out, so we know we did it right. Good luck, you guys. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks. Bye.